Before we get started, Mr. Montgomery, first, thank you for speaking with Blue Jersey. Tell us a little bit about what the Pinelands Preservation Alliance is and what its mission is.
Pinelands Preservation Alliance is a private, nonprofit advocacy and public education group devoted to preserving and protecting the New Jersey pinelands, both its incredible natural resources and its incredible historic resources.
Now, there is a proposal to put a pipeline through the pinelands. What would be the impact of such a pipeline if it does get approved and built?
The impact is both immediate along the path that it would take, and it is also an attack on the structure of the Pinelands program. The way that the state of New Jersey is trying to protect the pinelands, surviving forests and wetlands and streams and wildlife and plants, is by accommodating both development and conservation in designated areas. The pipeline is proposed to go through the forest area. That's one of the protective, that's one of the conservation zones where this kind of infrastructure is not permitted. If it went through the growth zones, the parts of the pinelands that are designated to accommodate development, that wouldn't be an assault on the pinelands. The problem here is the route they want to take.
So would you be in favor of an alternate route?
Yes.
Okay.
We have suggested alternate routes are perfectly available to serve the purpose of this pipeline, at least the stated purpose of the pipeline, which is to bring natural gas to the B.L. England power plant on Great Egg Harbor.
Now, the governor has been appointing some folks to the Pinelands Commission either through his direct appointments or through some of the counties that have the ability to appoint commissioners. Mr. Barr comes up for confirmation soon. This is his third try at confirmation. Your organization has been vociferously against his confirmation. Tell us a little bit about that.
We are opposed to this appointment to the Pinelands Commission because of the circumstances and timing in which it's taking place. It's absolutely clear that Mr. Barr is being pressed by the Senate President and the Governor in order to change the vote of the Pinelands Commission on the pipeline we've been talking about. In January 2014, the Pinelands Commission voted not to approve that pipeline in an evenly split vote with one forced abstention. Changing the composition of the Pinelands Commission is a way for the political forces that have signed up for this pipeline, that are supporting South Jersey Gas and supporting Rockland Capital Energy, the energy investment firm involved in this. It's their way of trying to redo the vote, to reverse the vote of the Pinelands Commission and get the pipeline built where it's not supposed to be built in the Pinelands plan.
Your organization is looking for a big presence in Trenton for the vote to let lawmakers know where a lot of New Jersey citizens stand. Tell us about that.
Well, we anticipate that the confirmation vote will take place probably this week, perhaps shortly afterwards, before the full Senate. And it's important that members of the public who care about the Pinelands and people who care about good government, that is, about allowing independent executive agencies like the Pinelands Commission or perhaps, the Port Authority, to operate according to their statutory mission for the public good and not be subject to this kind of political manipulation and interference. It's important that they come, let their senators know that this is a really important issue and that they should not approve this nomination in these circumstances where it's clearly designed in order to make this agency do something that it was unwilling to do before this interference.
Are there any other political items in front of the Pineland Commission that you'd like to tell us about?
There are always many issues before the Pinelands Commission. The Pinelands Commission is the body that implements and writes the Pinelands Comprehensive Management Plan. It's made up of representatives of the 7 counties as well as 7 people who are nominated by the governor and have to be confirmed by the state senate. At any given time, there's always people who want to build something that is forbidden by the Pinelands Plan and seek exemptions or special exceptions for their projects. At the moment, there are any number of those things, and the approach we take with the pipeline, which is a very big project, to somewhat smaller projects like housing developments, a given subdivision, is that the Pinelands Commission needs to be given the freedom and authority to implement the Pinelands Plan as written, because doing that consistently year after year wins support for the Pinelands program, it protects natural resources, and it tells people what they can and can't do in the way of development in a clear and stable and consistent fashion.
Finally, if our listeners want to get involved, how do they contact the Pinelands Preservation Alliance?
You can call us. It's 609-859-8860. You can go to our website, which has all of this information. It's www.pinelandsalliance.org. There's a lot of information about the Pinelands, a lot of information about the issues, like the pipeline issues specifically, as well as some beautiful pictures that help show you what a wonderful place the Pinelands is if you haven't explored this area yet.
Carleton Montgomery, thank you very much.
Thank you.